Students, good morning. In continuation with my previous lecture on single stage reciprocating air compressor, and we have received the equation as work input per cycle is equal to n by n minus 1 mr t2 minus t1. Now, today we will discuss about the single stage reciprocating air compressor but with clearance volume. Before that, we will discuss some more points about our previous lecture. We have seen that the delivery temperature for the polytropic process is given by the equation as T2 equal to T1 P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 upon n. Now the actual power input to the compressor is larger than the indicated power, and it is due to the work necessary to overcome the losses due to friction. So because the piston reciprocates inside the cylinder and the friction occurs between the outside surface of the piston and inside surface of the cylinder, and because of that friction some power it needs to overcome that friction, and because of that the shaft power is equal to the indicated power plus friction power, and compressor mechanical efficiency then is written as the ratio of indicated power to the shaft power. Indicated power is also written as ratio of shaft power to the efficiency of motor and drive. Now indicated power is equal to n by n minus 1 m dot r t2 minus t1, which is equal to n by n minus 1 m dot r t1 t2 by t1 minus 1. Here we have taken t1 out, so in bracket t2 by t1 minus 1, which is equal to n minus 1 m dot r t1 p2 by p1 whole to the power n minus 1 upon n. In this case, p2 by p1 to the power n minus 1 upon n, which is replaced by replacing t2 by t1. Okay, then indicate power is written as also n by n minus 1 p1 v1 dot in bracket p2 by p1 to the power n minus 1 upon n minus 1, and here the v dot is the volume indicated per unit time. So now we will discuss about the reciprocating compressor including the clearances. Clearance is necessary in a compressor to give mechanical freedom to the working parts and allow the necessary space to the valve operation. Without clearance, the operation of the compressor is not possible. So, for good quality machines, the value of clearance volume is 6% of the shaft volume. But for the sleep type of machines, the clearance volume is around 2% of the shaft volume. Also, the some machines are available which are common with clearances of around 30 to 35%. Now we can see the pressure and volume diagram for the single stage reciprocating air compressor with the clearance volume. Here the cycle is shown with the 4 points A, B, C and D, and these 4 points are the principal points. If we start from point A, then the compression of the air will take place along A to B. The B to A is the delivery stroke where the delivery of the air will be there from point D to A is the suction where the fresh air will enter the cylinder, and C to D actually it is the expansion of the air which exists in the clearance volume. So what happens when the delivery stroke BC is completed, the clearance volume BC is full of air at pressure P2 and temperature T2. This can be seen here from this curve. This is the BC, this is the delivery stroke, and at point C the delivery stroke is over and the volume exists in the air after delivery stroke is the VC. Now as the piston proceeds on the next induction stroke, the air expands behind it until the pressure P1 is reached. You can see from this chart now, from this chart, the air will expand from point C to point D. The expansion will take place and the pressure of the air will decrease from the pressure P2 to the pressure P1. And when the pressure will reach to the P1, the fresh air will enter in the cylinder and the induction process will be completed at point A. So from the point D to A, the induction will take place, but here the volume of the fresh air will be from D to A only. The volume filled, this is the VD, it is the volume of the air after the expansion from the clearance volume. Now this air is then compressed according to the law P V to the power n equal to constant, and delivery begins at B as controlled by the valves. What is the, now you can understand what is the effect of the clearance. The effect of the clearance is to reduce the induced volume at P1 and T1 from Vs to Va minus Vd. The masses of air at four principal points are such that m dot A equal to m dot B and m dot C equal to m dot D. These masses will be equal. So you can again see at point A and at point D the masses are constant. Only here from point A to point B the compression will take place. Similarly from point C to point D the mass will be constant. The expansion of the air inside the clearance volume will go through the expansion. So here the mass delivery per unit time is given by m dot B minus m dot C, and which is equal to the induction m dot A minus m dot D. Now indicator work is written as the area ABCD. ABCD is this area completing the whole cycle. So this area is taken for the indicate work. Now this area ABCD is equal to area AB ABEF minus area CEFD. So the indicate power for this case is written as equal to n by n minus 1 m dot A r T2 minus T1 minus n by n minus 1 m dot D r T2 minus T1 equal to n by n minus 1 are m dot a minus m dot d t2 minus t1, and which is equal to n by n minus 1 are m dot t2 minus t1. So here the m dot is the mass induced per unit time, which is equal to m dot a minus m dot d. Also, the indicated power can be written as n by n minus 1 p1 v dot in bracket p2 by p1 whole to the power n minus 1 upon n minus 1. Here the p2 by p1 whole to the power n minus 1 upon n is replaced by the temperature ratio and written in the pressure terms. If there are f cycles per unit times, then we have v dot equal to f into va minus vd. So indicator power is also written as n by n minus 1 p1 f va minus vd into p2 by p1 whole to the power n minus 1 upon n minus 1. The mass delivered per unit time can be increased by designing the machine to be double acting, because the mass delivered is less, and because of that we have to increase the amount of mass only by the method which is known as the double acting, in which case the mass will enter from both the sides. Now the next term is, we study here the volumetric efficiency. So volumetric efficiency is denoted by efficiency V, eta V. What is the volumetric efficiency? Actually, the effect of clearance is to reduce the induced volume to a value less than that of the swept volume. And this means that for a required induction, the cylinder size must be increased over that calculated on the assumption of zero clearance, because some air left after delivery stroke in the clearance volume, and in the next stroke for the induction this air will expand and it will occupy some volume. So the mass occupied or mass taken by the fresh air in the next cycle will be reduced, and to obtain the same mass or the same volume, it needs that the cylinder size must be increased over that we have already calculated. So the volumetric efficiency is defined as, or can be written as, the mass of air delivered by the mass of air which would be fill the swept volume at the free air conditions of pressure and temperature. FAD. FAD, the term actually, this is called as the volume of air dealt with per unit time by an air compressor is quoted as free air delivery, FAD, and is the rate of volume flow delivered measured at the pressure and temperature of the atmospheric air in which the machine is situated. So on these two bases, efficiency as well as the FAD, be right. Now suppose if the FAD per cycle is V, free air delivery is V per cycle at pressure P and temperature T, then mass delivery per cycle is written as m equal to pv by rt, because we are using the air compressor, and air is the mixture of different perfect gases, so it also follows the perfect gas equation. So from perfect gas equation or ideal gas equation, we can write the mass m is equal to pv by RT. The mass required to fill the swept volume Vs at pressure P and temperature T is written as Ms equal to Pvs by RT, again from the ideal gas equation. Now from the definition of the volumetric efficiency, this eta V is the ratio of M by Ms, which is equal to Pv by RT into RT by PVS. So this term will be cancelled out. Then it is the ratio of V by Vs. V by Vs. Then efficiency volumetric is equal to M by Ms equal to V by Vs, or these two terms are equal. So we can write efficiency volumetric is equal to M by Ms, that is equal to V by Vs. Now the volume indicated to Va minus Vd, which is equal to Vs plus Vc minus Vd. Also you can refer from the earlier curve here. Here you can see the volume Vc is this, Vd is this, and this is the volume which is the swept volume Vs. So the volume which is the induced volume can be written as Va minus Vd equal to Vs plus Vc minus Vd. Now the ratio of the volumes Vd by Vc, it can be written as P2 by P1 whole to the power n, that is Vd equals to Vc P2 by P1 whole to the power 1 upon n. Now volume induced is equal to Vs plus Vc minus Vc into P2 by P1 whole to the power 1 upon n. Then on further solving, Vs minus Vc P2 by P1 to the power 1 upon n minus 1. Then efficiency volumetric is equal to Va minus Vd by S, which is equal to Vs minus Vc in bracket P2 by P1 whole to the power 1 upon n minus 1 upon Vc, and efficiency volumetric is written as 1 minus Vc by Vs into P2 by P1 to the power 1 upon n minus 1. And so the mass m equal to P by RT, which is also written as P1 Va minus Vd by RT, and FAD or the free air delivery per cycle, it is written as V equal to Va minus Vd T by T1 into P by P1, where P1 and T1 are the succession conditions. So on this basis we can also write the efficiency for the air compressor in single stage with the reciprocal air compressor as well as free air delivery per cycle. Thank you. Waiting, you can wait for the next lecture.